Good evening to all of you. Welcome to the fourth day of this online certification course, Harnessing Big Data, Business Analytics with Oracle Database. Up to now, we have covered introduction about big data, business analytics in big data, Oracle analytics in concepts. Today, we are going to cover Oracle database concepts. The first one is about relational databases. Second, schema objects. Third, data access and transaction management, and final one, Oracle database architecture. Now we are going to discuss about the Oracle databases. This includes Oracle database technology. Over more than 40 years, Oracle has been a market leader in the database. Oracle powers more than critical application for the global enterprises. It serves over 4 lakh customers worldwide. Before that, go to the in detail about the Oracle databases. We know already what do you mean by database. Database is nothing but it stores a huge amount of data in big data. If you talk about big data, generally databases, it covers or it stores various types of data in the row and the column level. But in Oracle databases also, same way we are going to do different types of operations. So here, before talking about the databases, especially for the relational databases, the database is nothing but a collection of data. It relates one to another, but relational database organizes data into the table. The table consists of rows and columns. Data relationship are defining in the various types of the key, that is called integrity constraints through that. So it makes all the things about the accuracy. So here we are using SQL. SQL means structured query language. It has been used for data manipulation. Here, what is a table? Table is nothing but it consists of the rows and columns. It has stored in the table. Each table has rows and columns. The relationship, keys and constraints define the relationship. For example, primary key, foreign key, candidate key. Like that, there are different types of keys and integrity constraints, entity referential integrity constraints, domain integrity constraints, referential integrity constraints. All these constraints and keys which define the relation between one data to another table in the table, that is through the rows and columns. This maintains the data consistency. So Oracle database, we should know the history of Oracle. In 1977, Oracle released the first database. The company has continuously innovated autonomous database, and in memory, Oracle revenue reached more than 51.4 billion in 23. If you talk about Oracle 77, first one is SDL, then Oracle version 2 release. Now Oracle, Oracle 23, version 23 release is going on now. Now, if we talk about the history as well as we can understand how much the growth rate of the databases plays a very important role in today's technological world. So what are the key features and capabilities? These are all the various key features and capabilities. It has robust security feature. This database is optimized for the performance. Yes, the performance is unbeatable. It is optimized techniques are used here. It meets the regulatory compliance requirements also as per the law. And the first one is scalability. It handles huge volume of data volumes. Yes, it has a capacity to handle huge volume of the data. Availability. The available data options are existed. That means high point of time, all the data can be available through the databases. And security, it protects all the data, especially for the sensitive data. Performance is optimal level, that is the best out of feasible transactions. Oracle database editions, yes, I already told you there are the different types of editions are here. Oracle columns, Oracle features with the different types of put the column. But today the enterprise edition, standard edition, express edition, Oracle different database editions are there. Standard edition 2 is affordable for SMDBS. Express edition is free for the learning. All we are prefer to use for the express edition only. So what are the deployment options? Oracle database, it can be deployed on the premise and the cloud. We know that the cloud environment is very important today's world, and the cloud architecture also plays a very important role. Yesterday we already explained in Oracle cloud environment. Our cloud deployment is available OCI, AWS, Azure, and hybrid approach is supported. OCI database, Oracle cloud, that is on-premise, cloud and hybrid. All these things plays a very important role in the deployment options. So if you look at this diagram here, you can say that the databases connecting with the hybrid mode as well the cloud services, on premises cloud, that is also sharing mode on the various premises with the help of various services. What are the core components of Oracle? Instance, database files, network, storage. I repeat once again, instance, database files, network, storage. Oracle instance includes background processes, yes, automatically for the storage purpose. Oracle instance includes the background processor. Database files contain the data and logs. Log is a transaction management, history of transaction management. Network configuration, use Oracle Net Services. Storage management, use the ASM. So Oracle database use case diagram, if you see here, transaction, warehousing, IoT, content. If you put up these particular things, it supports transaction processing. That means that it can be used for data warehousing. It also various manage the content and IoT data. There are different types of applications, especially for the banking, retail, analytics on various sectors. Transactions, banking and e-commerce. Warehousing, yesterday we talked about a lot of business analytical tool. BI, business intelligence analytical tool. IoT, connected devices, and content, what are the various types of web applications. What are the recent innovations for the Oracle database? Autonomous, in-memory, multi-tenant, and so what are the various recent innovations now? Autonomous database is self-managing, and in-memory database allows the real-time analytics. Multi-tenant architecture optimizes the resources, and Oracle Apex enables the low-code development. That means that 1, 2, 3, 4. First one is autonomous, second one is in-memory, third one is multi-tenant, fourth one is Apex, low-code. So we have to start with the databases. Once you go there, there is a Oracle Learning libraries are there. It consists of Oracle Learning Library, Oracle Learning Library for the training purpose. All people can note it down, Oracle Learning Library. If you go there, you can take all amount of information about the Oracle database and its lot of the various types of notes, everything is there, including the case studies. Oracle Learning Library, free training also available, technological network, community forum, discussions, Oracle University, certifications, cloud trial, free to use. All things are available in the Oracle. That website is Online Learning Library. Oracle Online Learning Library. All these things are consisting in Oracle Learning Library, right? Now, up to now, what we said, we talked about the basic introduction. Once again repeating, then we will go for the second topic, Oracle database. Database is nothing but it consists of rows and columns, and data relationship are defined using the integrity constraints and keys. SQL, structured query language, is used for the data manipulation. And Oracle database history 97 after 97 up to 2023 7. Now Oracle 23 version is going on. These are the various features: scalability, availability, security, and performance. Oracle database editions are standard, enterprise, express edition. In this diagram, we can understand about the various types of on-premises, cloud, and hybrid databases connecting with the various types of services. including on-premises and cloud services. And what these are the core components: instance, database files, network, and storage. Oracle uses the different types of database use cases: transaction, warehousing, IoT content. Especially for the warehousing, we are already discussed about the business intelligence and analytical tool for the yesterday. And recent innovations are autonomous, that is called self-managing, in-memory, real-time analytics, multi-tenant resource optimization, Apex, low-code. Now, once you start all those things with the Oracle databases, Oracle Learning Library, free training, technological network, community forum, Oracle University, certifications, cloud trial, free to. Everything is totally free of cost. You have to register in Oracle University. You will get daily notification regarding the updations about the Oracle technology. So you have to utilize for these particular services. Now I am giving 5 minutes break. Each and every chapter I am giving 5 minutes break for your reference. Welcome back. Oracle schema objects, a comprehensive overview. Now we are talking about Oracle schema object. This presentation particularly explore the different types of objects. What are its functionalities? What are the various types of strategies? That is called the optimization strategy. By the end of this particular second topic, you can able to understand, you can do various building blocks on Oracle database and efficient applications also you can able to design. Now, what are the three components of schema objects? Here, logical structure. Oracle schema is the object or logical structure. They are store and reference data within Oracle database schema. Schema is nothing but the logical structure of the particular database. It clears the logical structure of the particular data in the table form without any confusions. And each schema, that means each object is owned by the database user. Each schema, different users, application developer, software developer, or database administrator, or normal user. There are different types of users are there. Each schema is owned by the different types of database user. The user also referred to as the, we can say as, this is called schema. What are the importance of this? They are essential for organizing and managing, securing the data. That means that schema is nothing but organizing and managing and securing the data. This is a critical within Oracle database, very, very important. Without the logical structure, then the Oracle database schema objects, that has to be very, very clear. Then only you can manage the database very, very comfortably in Oracle. Logical structure and the schema, suppose to who is managing that particular architecture, that has to be understand very, very clearly about the particular schema of the table, or that is called database. The tables, that is the foundations of all the data in Oracle. Tables are organized collection of data. They are stored in the rows and columns for the easy access. If you look this table, this is called the columns. This is called rows. This is called rows. This is called the column. It is organized in a proper way so that it stores the rows and columns for the easy access of the data. What are the key properties? Data types define columns. Constraints enforce the rules. Partitioning improve the performance and management. One by one we will discuss. Suppose data types define columns. What actually the data, what are its types that has to be defined in the particular column? For example, student database. Column student number, student name, date of birth, mobile number, address. All these things are column. It is specify what type of data that has to be stored on the particular table. Another one is constraints. Constraint means conditions or rules that has to be imposed on the particular table whenever it is going to be created. We know SQL. SQL is nothing but structured query language where we are using the command called create. In the using the command of create command, we create the table which consists of rows and column. With the help of DML command, that is called insert, we are going to insert the values on the particular table. So what I try to say, all these conditions can be imposed at the time of creation itself. And also partitioning. If you have the huge amount of data, then I can divide the data for the storage purposes. I can make the partitioning to that, so that it help us to improve the performance and management. What are the different types of table? Standard, index organized and external. I repeat once again, there are heap organized tables. First one is standard, heap organized table. Second one is indexed organized table. Third one is external table. So that is the concept of the basic foundation of tables in Oracle. So virtual tables for the access. You can say here simplified queries. Query means question. With the help of structured query language, you can ask any question with the help of SQL commands, so that it views simplify complex queries. They offer user friendly data presentation. Suppose for example in Aditya University, I want to know how many people or how many students are from not belonging to Andhra Pradesh. I am asking one question to the database: how many students are not belonging to other, that means outside students. I want to make a query through the select command, select star from table name where students not like Andhra Pradesh. Like that we can put so many queries. It will help us for virtual tables for the access. It also enhances the security. Yes, I already told you, security of data is very important for every database. Without security, it will not happen then properly. So data transformation. Transformation I already told you, when ETL process, extraction, transformation, loading. That is the concept of analytical tool. We are talking about the data warehousing. Here also the data transformation happens. It views the present transformed data. It also provides the subsets from one or more tables. Next, indexes. Yes, very important concept is index. Index means is accelerating the data retrieval. For example, all people have Aadhaar number. Now, in the Aadhaar database, more than crore amount of data is available. I want to retrieve the one particular person who is having matching with one particular Aadhaar number, so that how much time it will take from the database from the Aadhaar. So how much time it will take? Too much time. To avoid this particular purpose, indexing. For example, if you book any reference more than 1,000 pages, the last 4 or 5 pages, it is called indexing. Indexing is on one type of object which the data can be retrieved at fast amount of time. Same way, index can be created on the database, that is called the Oracle database, where it improves the speed. Indexes enhance the data retrieval speed. They optimize the database operation. Second point, what are the different types of indexes? B-tree, bitmap, function based indexes. Every indexes types has its own type of different type of indexes that plays a very important role. The third point is performance impact. Indexes improve the not only the speed, it has also stored in the right operation. That means that all indexes, it accelerating the power of data retrieval process in the database. Another one object is sequence. Sequence is nothing but one type of object which is generating the unique IDs. For example, I want to generate the unique ID for the student's number, roll number, registration number, or staff ID, whatever the number. It can be done with help automatically. That is called unique value. Sequence generated unique numeric values. They are a sequential and depending on the requirement of our conditions, we can impose on that. Another one is primary key. These are all primary keys. It is essential for database integrity. Primary key never allow the null values, that means empty value. It always have the right value. It not allows the duplicate values also. And what are the key parameters? Increment, start, minimum, max value. For example, start from 1. Start from 101. Increment by 1. That means 101, 102, 103, 104, like that. And then maximum value 100. Like that I can make some properties. Then I can create the sequence for generating the performance, that also improve the performance. It also provides the security, and logically we can make lot of queries with the help of stored procedures and function. Wherever it is required, we can use for that. Another one is trigger. Trigger is nothing but an event. It is automate the action it consists of the trigger means it is an event. There are table level, column level triggers are there, and before and after whatever the actions we are going to perform. So it will automate the actions. There are three things are here: data integrity, audit changes, business value. Triggers execute SQL and PL/SQL code automatically in response to the table. For example, once you press the button, this action will be performed. So I can write the code in PL. SQL means procedural language in with the help of with the SQL structured query language. Automatically the response will be taken place in the data events and the table and views. Trigger also help to enforce the business rules within the database. So once you are enforcing the business rules in the database, these are the three concepts of encapsulate business logic with the database. So another one is database object is synonym. It is simplify the object name. Synonym is nothing but the same meaning, but here we are having the object. Simplify the object name, abstraction, portability, simplicity. These are the three concepts applicable in the database objects. It provide the portability and simplify the names for the particular objects on the table. So all these things which can make us for the schema object to master the value for the database object. So Oracle schema objects are critical to the database region. The understanding is very important, that define an efficient and reliable applications also we can develop. So continuously if you learn in this Oracle schema object, you can master on the database development. Now today's second topic is over. Now once again I am giving 5 minutes break, then we will continue. So welcome back to third part of today's presentation, Oracle database architecture and overview. So here we are going to cover the various types of enterprise environment. There are a physical structure. It consists of data files, control file and redo logs. What is data file? It contains the actual data, table space and data files are related. Examples: user.dbf and system01.ddf. That means that what happened in the data file, it consists of actual data which also involves with the table space and data files. Second one is control file. It controls the metadata. Yesterday I told you what do you mean by metadata. Data about data is called metadata. That also stored in the value and it also consists in the control files. These are the crucial for startup and recovery. So multiplexing ensure the fault tolerance. So another one is third part is redo logs. It records all the changes to the databases. It helps us for the recovery management. That means that in case of any failure, the data can be recovered without any problem. So memory structure, SGA and PGA. SGA is nothing but system global area. PGA is nothing but program global area. System global area, it shares the memory used by all Oracle processes. SGA is shared memory using which uses by all the memory by all Oracle processes. It also includes database buffer cache and shared pool. That is system global area. Then database buffer cache is nothing but it is a component stored the copy of data blocks. That means it stores the copies of data blocks. Shared pool is nothing but whatever we are doing the operation in SQL and PL/SQL code, it is stores in the dictionary cache. But the program global area PGA, it is dedicated to the each server process. It also contains SQL work areas and the session formation. Maybe the first session or second session, third session in the format the program PGA, program global area, which help us. Now Another part is processes. Process is nothing but is an activity. It involves user, server and background processes. I repeat once again, processes involves user, server and background processor. User process is nothing but every user has to be initiated to connect the particular database. That is the first process. Second one, server process. It created to handle the user requests. Whatever the user made the request to the database, the server has to be respond. It can be dedicated for the or shared. And third one is background processes. It is also the program perform the maintenance and monitoring. Examples DBWR, LGWR, SMON, PON architecture like that. All these things are involved in the complete process of Oracle database. Oracle net services, yes, nowadays internet plays a very important role. Every internet provide the technological advancement to the databases as it may be the connection between databases and the networking technology. Here, when we talk about the Oracle net services, there are three things are involving here. Listener, TNS names.org, SQL.net. That means that all these internet oriented applications are connected with the help of these three things only. Listener, it listens for incoming connection records. If the database is getting the connection records, if it is properly authenticated, that makes a connection. Here we are using the .NET technology which configure automatically the mapping services to the names of the connection details. The last one SQL.net, it is used for the protocol purpose. So this is very important of today's technological environment, especially for the databases connecting with the internet oriented applications. So logical structure, up to now we talked about the physical structure, now we come to the logical structure. The logical structure is involves table space, segments and extent. Table says segment, extents and blocks. Table says is nothing but logical storage. Here it includes the system, user and temporary files. And segments are nothing but storage structure within the table space, which types data, index, temporary, all those things are coming under the segments. And extents means it is a continuous blocks of the storage allocated to the segment. So each and every segment we are extending the particular blocks. So blocks are the small unit of IO operation, input and output operation in Oracle database. Now schema objects, tables already told you, tables, index, views and procedure. Tables, index, views and procedure. Tables is nothing but the collection of data. Index is nothing but the ensuring the query performance. Views are nothing but the SQL queries. Procedure is nothing but it is a stored PLSQL block. So database, how it works. So database startup and shutdown. The first step is it is in the no mount stage. Now the instance has to be started. Control file not yet read, but only instance started. The second one, mount. Mount means the control file read and the database is can be connected and associated. And third point is open. It is database open for the access. And all those things, three parts, 1, 2, 3. First one no mount, second one mount, third one is open. That is a database startup and shutdown process. So it proper the shutdown to prevent the data corruption, because the data corruption is one of the problem associated with the databases if it not handles properly. So what are the key ways of monitoring and tuning? SQL. Q. Why? These are the monitoring and tuning. Very important aspect of database to make the control part of every database. SQL, session, PG start, SDA. All these four different components which helps for the monitoring and tuning. SQL statements are how many SQL queries are involving on the particular database. Session, what type of session, from where it starts, where it ends, what time it starts, what time it ends. PG start, what are the various types of statistical of the program global area and system global area. All the complete statistical information can be stored on this port statistics. Now conclusion, if you put all together, If you put all together, we have increased database architecture in this form. You can say here transect duplicate. This is the one small area, database appropriation, database encryption. All the processes are happening here. So last point is data access and transformation. So we will see in detail about after 5 minutes. 1 second, I am giving break. Now 3 titles are over. Fourth is going to be start after 5 minutes. Welcome back for the fourth part of today's session. Now we are going to talk about the data access and transaction management. Data access and the transaction management. We will explore the importance of data integrity, consistency and reliability. The real world examples are including banking system, e-commerce platform and healthcare. Now, when we talk about the data access methods, there are 3 different methods. First one is direct, sequential, indexed. Directly you can access the data one by one, that is called sequential. Randomly through the indexing method you can also access. These are the 3 different data access methods. Now we are using for the APIs. API is nothing but application program interface, where the libraries include Java database connectivity, Oracle database connectivity, Oracle resource management framework, entity framework. Everything is helping us to access the data with the work of various connectivity tools. It understands the client server mechanism. Client server is nothing but the one type of environment, and it access the data server and application server and client applications. These are the 3 different stages. The data can be moved from one place to another place, from database server, application server and client applications. And already we talked about the ACID property in the second day, but once again we are talking about the, because in the transaction management there is called atomicity. ACID property, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. Atom is nothing but all the operations supposed to be success or failure as a single unit, and consistency means it maintains the integrity constraints of the particular database. It isolates from other transactions to prevent the interference or disturbances. And fourth, durability. Each and every transaction is committed and changes are going to be a permanent one. ACID, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. This is a property of transaction management. And every transaction starts with the begin, and if it is commit, that means that changes made to the during the transaction is permanent one. But if you want to roll back, that means if you want to cancel, if you want to revert the database to the initial state, you can use this command, that is called rollback. These are the 2 commands are play very important role for the transaction management. And we are having locking for the purpose of security. Shared locks, exclusive lock, 2-page locking. Locking means shared locks, exclusive lock, 2-page lock. These are the various types of locking methodology we are using for versioning and validation technique. For what purpose? To improve the performance via concurrent execution, because at the same time there are multiple transactions are happening at the same time. To control this, we are using these types of locking methods. And layer security, yes, I already told you. Read uncommitted, it allows the dirty reads. Read committed, it prevents the dirty reads. Repeated read prevents the dirty and non-repeatable reads. These are all the concept of layered security measures that has to be taken care by Oracle database itself. Multiple transaction, I already told you, read time. Only one transaction can write to the database, and transactions are blocked waiting for the one transaction to be completed. Yes, there are the 2 PC, 1, 2, 3, 2 PC, 2-page commit, eventual consistency for the model, strong consistency. All these things ensure the transactions happens without any issues. Yes, what are the various platforms we are using? E-commerce platform, collaborative document editing, banking system. There are n number of applications or areas we are using for the Oracle platform, which plays a very important role today. The transaction management or the architectural level or the security level, Oracle as a powerful tool, we can use it as per our requirement. And when we summarize the data, so what we are doing, there are 4 points are here for the summarization. Summarize the data access methods and transaction property. discuss concurrency control and isolation level, explain the transaction management without any importance at all, with importance, and consider the future trends like a cloud and NoSQL databases. Now we come to the end of the session. So I am recapturing one today what we have discussed. So today we are dividing into 4 parts of area. A first one relational database, second one schema object, third one data action transaction management, last one architecture. Oracle databases we studied, and relational database means what, and what are the various types of history, how the database editions are there, what are the core competency, what are the various types of use cases, how Oracle schema objects are works, what are the different types of table, views, indexes, sequence and trigger and synonym. All the various objects of database, Oracle database objects we studied, and schema objects we are going to master it. There is an architecture. Architecture involves the physical architecture and logical architecture, and the memory structure also we are using SE and PGA, processor at the user level and server level program, connectivity with the internet oriented applications with Oracle technology. The schema objects are how the table, index, views and procedure and functions plays a very important role, how the Oracle database startup and shutdown, and what are the various types of monitoring and tuning in Oracle database. Finally, complete together we studied all the parts of Oracle technology, and finally for the transaction management it begins and commit and rollback and locking facilities in the databases. Thank you. Now I am posting questions in the chat window, around 10 questions. All the participants are required to answer those questions without fail. After 10 minutes, we will go through all your question and answer, and finally we end up the session. Thank you. Yes. So welcome back. Already we have summarized today's session. One announcement, that is tomorrow session has been cancelled. It will be conducted on Saturday along with the final day. That means that is 2.5 hour session that will be conducted on Saturday, that is 15th. In the 15th, we are going to combine both the sessions, Hadoop ecosystem, Spark, NoSQL, data visualization, machine learning, along with the different types of case studies and exam. All these things will be happening on 15th March 2025 on Saturday. So tomorrow there will be no session. Anyhow, happy Holi to all of you. God bless you all. Thank you. All the student participants are requested to fill up the feedback form. Your cooperation in this regard is highly appreciated. Once again, thank you.